I'm literally going to blow through this. I'm going to blow through this as quickly as possible just so everybody understands everything. This is your dashboard. You have your name, email address, and username. You need something, Ray? Oh, well, you know what? Nobody even said anything. Everybody's like, yeah, we're gonna blow through it. Is everybody see my screen? Put a one in the chat if you can see my screen. We're gonna literally blow through this. Everybody's like, yep, let's blow through it. Okay. Name, username, and email address. General tax, the amount of general tax you have. General tax is a token or currency to pay to generate the letters for you for that specific month. It will generate an unlimited amount of letters for an unlimited amount of negative items with an unlimited amount of pages. Done. Good. Everybody good there? Great. Join the free community by clicking the free community over here. Everybody should join into this community. It's always good to have this. Also, join the Metro 2 AI community as well. Ray will drop a link in the chat for you guys. Having software issues, submit a support ticket over here. If you want a live walkthrough, click over here. These are the classes that we're in currently right now. Monday and Wednesday. 8 p.m. Tuesday and Thursday at 6 p.m. Saturday at 11 a.m. EST. Monday, Thursday, Saturday is hosted by Miss Deborah. Miss Deborah also hosted last night for me. Tuesday and Wednesdays are hosted by me. Done. Get started section. This is a little old on the video, so anybody that's in this class will get the updated videos and the recordings that we're doing as we're doing it live. I would suggest that everybody just pick up on a couple of things over here, but get the live videos as we go through them. It's huge for us to have these. Pricing section. Very simple, very easy. Ladies and gentlemen, don't use the iron package. Start with the bronze package. Use the bronze for 2 months. Downgrade to the iron package. As easy as that. If you have more clients than the bronze package, because this allows you to do 1 to 2 clients. This is 2 to 4. Gold package is 10, platinum's 15, diamonds 50. If you have more people, just pick the package that you belong in. It's as simple and as easy as that. Stay 2 months in each package. If you lose your clients, downgrade down to the iron package by clicking the cancel button and clicking your new package. As easy as that. Any questions as I speed run this through? Any questions so far? No. Okay. Yes, you got a question? Where you got a question, Ms. Brown? Always the bronze pack. Always bronze pack. Always bronze package. Get started with the bronze package. Work your way up if you get more people. You can always work your way down to the iron, even if you're doing yourself. The one to start with yourself is the bronze package. Make sense? All right, no problem. Get started. We did pricing, get credit report, utilize the credit report in the link over here. This is coded towards the people that are doing it. So they have a specialty report that comes from My Free Score Now. It's called the Epic Pro Report V2. So you got to utilize My Free Score Now to get that Epic Pro Report V2. Okay, cool. Let's move on. Manage profile. Create a profile is as simple as this. Click the button, put the information in. This is how you're going to put your information in. You're going to pick up your ID. You're going to put first name, middle name, last name, suffix, date of birth. You're going to put your ID down. You'll pick up a social security card. You're going to put your social security number, W-2, or first page of taxes. Does the software? Yes, it does, iPhone. Okay. Social security card, or first page of taxes, or W-2. Phone number, you're just going to put your phone number in, and then your street address. Your street address is, take your information from a envelope, usually a bank statement. Bank statements are the best, okay? You utilize the bank statement, write your address from the bank statement the way that it comes out. If it says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Johnson Road, you're going to write Johnson Road. You're going to spell out ROAD. If it says apartment, spell out apartment. If that's on the Northwest Tower, you're going to say Northwest Tower. If it says Northeast Tower, it's going to say Northeast Tower. Whatever the case may be, whatever you're doing, that's what you're going to put. You're going to follow the bank statement for your city, your state, and your zip code. I don't care if your ID says something different. I don't care what it says. You're going to just follow what the proof of address says, and then you're going to move on from there. Follow the same thing with these documents over here. Identification, whatchamacallit, social security card, this, and then click save. This is what a good profile looks like right here. Here's your documents, matching documents up top. As you can see, Karen Elizabeth Samples, Karen Elizabeth Samples, date of birth 1966. 1966. Social security card, proof of address. Why do I say to do this the way that you do it? If your address is Topeka, Kansas, but you live in California, you need to put where you live in California. So that's why I said don't ever follow what your ID says. Always follow what your proof of address says. Now, another thing is, if you use a passport card, you'll never have to worry about any of the other stuff over here. That's it. Okay, now, to pull a credit report in the software, it's as simple as this. Go to Manage Profile. I'm going to do this on the Delete Me channel. Let's see. Oh, I have this. Perfect. So what I'm going to do is, since this person was so kind enough to give us the access to get into her profile, I'm just going to show you what it looks like. If I go to My Free Score now, I come over here to member login. I'm going to log into my account, which I do not have their login. At least I don't remember. Ray, do we have this person's password? You think no. Can you look on my my score machine and see if it's on my score machine? Let's see. And I just need the password and send me the password. Any questions so far? I know I'm moving a little bit fast. I don't know if there's anybody new, but a lot of the people that have been and got it started at the beginning of class were here. We're all old people, so if there are any new people, there's a recording. You'll be able to have the recording at the end of class. Slack. Thank you. Perfect. So this is how this works, ladies and gentlemen. Once you log in for this person's name, I'm going to save it. Okay. Once you log in on this person's name, you can see their credit. You see this little golden person on the top. You're going to click that golden person. You're going to click My Profile. Okay. Can you fix a person's credit with a valid passport and ID? It's got to be a U.S. passport if you're going to use it as an ID. You cannot fix it if it is an international passport. They need proof of citizenship for the country. You're going to click Regenerate Client Token. When you click that, you're going to copy that information into the box right here. Here's the token. Here is the email address, and then click Save. Now watch what it's going to do. When you do that, copy the token, copy the thing. It's automatically going to process the request. It's going to pull the report, and then it's going to say the report has been successfully pulled, and it will show up down here. And that's completed. That's how you pull a person's report into the software. Now, once completed, we're going to click Save. Once that's done, we're going to go to the Send Rounds of Attack. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is where it gets fun. Now, Ms. Evans said that she did it this way. Ms. Evans didn't want to read the credit report. She just wanted to do the AI method. No, I'm playing with you, Ms. Evans. Ms. Evans said she got confused with the AI, so we're going to make her not get confused tonight. Easiest way would be select maximum effectiveness focus and let the AI do the work for you. If you don't want to print the letters out, please select my team. I will do it for you, TPMPA, and that's your discount code. Put that in, and I can do the printing for you. But let's be real. Maximum effectiveness focus is not the best way to go. In the sentiment, it's not better than you actually doing it yourself. So let's do it yourself. Let's click do it yourself. I'm going to shut the printing off right now because we are going to generate a letter. Ray, can you drop in the picture for class? Thank you. That's the first one that Ray just dropped in. It's going to tell you what your most aggressive attacks are, what your least aggressive attacks are. I'm going to show you what that picture looks like right now. MPEP, MPEC, and PSCA, these are going to be your 3 most aggressive attacks. So if we know that these are your 3 most aggressive attacks, this is number 2. Number 1 is indemnity. Let's be real. Number 1 and number 2 have a little bit, excuse me, have a little bit of a difference, but they still work. Very small difference, not large, but enough to make a difference. One is not more aggressive than the other. It's just subtle nuances in the words. I'm going to teach you guys MPEC. And we're going to come over here and we're going to select our first attack since this is our first round. And we're going to do this. You see how everything's selected in blue, ladies and gentlemen? You see everything selected in blue? We're going to come over here. We're going to click 6. Default, default, default. And ladies and gentlemen, this is for my financially strapped people. This is for the people, right? What I just showed you guys right here is for the people that are financially strapped. They're in a bad position in their life. They want to do their credit repair, but they don't know how to do it. They don't know how to spend it. They don't have that much money. So you do that over here. Because why? The software is going to generate 6 letters. It could generate 6 letters with 100 pages each, but it still can generate 6 letters. So I want everybody to understand that this is for the financially strapped. If you're not financially strapped and you want to let the system work a little quicker, and when I mean a little quicker, I literally mean just a little quicker. Okay, we're going to hit select all in green, and we're going to put this to unlimited and hit next. Now, why? We want the software to read the credit report. Now, Ms. Evans, you are the one that had an issue with this, so I'm going to make sure that you understand this better than everybody else so we can spend a little time here right now. Can you see the screen, Ms. Evans? All right, Ms. Evans, you ready for this? Ray's going to drop something in the chat for you right now. I'm going to make your life a whole lot easier. No, not that one, Ray. Come on, Ray. That's not the cheat sheet, Ray. Come on, Ray. Even I got to tell you when you're doing something wrong. I'm going to treat you like I did chat today. Don't let me abuse you. Ray sitting down as I'm abusing chat because chat was being dumb today. Ready, Miss Evans? Look at that sheet that Ray just dropped in the system. Okay? I want you to take that sheet. Looks like this. When you're doing your system, I want you to put it up. I don't know if you got an Apple, I don't know what you got. But I want you to put it up next to the screen like this. Right? When you put that up next to the screen like that, we're going to click high positive items. Right? And we're going to let the system over here go like this. So now, I'm going to teach you the easiest way to do this. Now that you got this screen up, I'm going to hit edit up here. Hold on, give me a second because I'm on a PC, so I know you guys don't have this. So I'm going to draw on the screen while I'm doing this. I'm going to select number 1. You see number 1 over here at the top, Miss Evans? Okay. This is the only box you should be worrying about. Type of reported issue. Now, Miss Evans, what do you think that type of reported issue means? The negative item. Bingo. So that's the negative item. So we know type of reported issue is the negative item. So all we got to do, Miss Evans, I swear, I mean, it cannot be any easier. Take what's in this box right here and match it up on this sheet. So Miss Evans, what's in this box over here? What does it say? Bingo, I'm gonna go over here and just check that off. That's what we're gonna attack. Now we're gonna do the next one, Miss Evans, because that's done. Let's go to number 2. What's number 2, Miss Evans? Bingo. I'm going to go over here, match it up to the inquiries. Boom, done. Now we know that everything that's in this brown color, because we color coordinated this for you, right? Everything in the brown color is the same thing, so it's an inquiry. So now I just go to 25. What's 25, Miss Evans? Find it on the sheet. It's not just a charge off. Find it on the sheet. Nope, that one right there. Look at the color. Match the color. Yeah, what's the color? It's a red. Well, these other two don't have anything. That's why. So the only one that we know that we have is that red one. We haven't seen it in the software yet. So that red one match was the AOCC. So now we just match the color. Boom. So now we know 26 is the same thing. We don't got to go there. So what's 27? Now 27 is the last one. That's why it's a different color. So what is the actual negative item? What type of late payments? It says it right there. You just didn't read it. That's it. That's the type of it. All other. There you go. It's not a student loan. It's not a medical, so it's all other. You just got to say it. You can't just say late payments. Okay, so what happens? What type of late payment is it? You know you would be doing that to your kid if your kid came home from school and the teacher called you. You'd be grilling their ass. So I'm doing the same shit to you. Let's go. I see that figure. I see that wedding band. Like, come on, girl. You know you'd be doing that. So at the end of the day, you got to look at it like this. I come over here and I select that one because it matches. We got to match everything because if I say late payment, look how many lates there are. 1, 2, 3, just in this category. Then there's another 1, 2, 3. Yep, I got you. I got you, girl. That's 6 late payments that we could potentially go off of. But like as I'm talking to you, don't forget I'm talking to everybody online too. That's six late payments that we can go off of. So we got to be precise in the credit repair industry on how we tackle certain things and how we say certain things. So if it's a late payment, there's 6 late payments that we're going off of. So that's why we know there's all other delinquency late 1-2. That's it, Miss Evans. I literally scroll to the top. I scroll down to the bottom, make sure all my documents look right. We uploaded everything correctly. I hit top. Come over here, shut it off. Turn it back on and literally follow the sheet. Now the sheet's right here. Where'd it go? Sheet's right here. Ready? I just follow this. Ready? PI. I'm going to turn everything off and I'm going to hear personal information. Here's inquiries. Hold on. AOCC, kiddo AOCC, and then AODL one on the bottom. Now, if I go over here, I match everything up and I just make sure that that's what it looks like on a cheat sheet. Look at that. Attack, space empty, attack, 2 spaces empty, attack, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Everything matches up perfectly. That's what we need to do. That's it. Now count. Do me a favor. How many green... Hold on, let me do this. How many green check boxes do we have? How many credit bureaus are there? Okay, exactly like that. 4 times 3 is what? Yep. Round up to from 12 to 15. Always go up. Default. 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 Miss Evans, you told me that was hard. You just did that all by yourself with no help. I didn't do shit. You got it now because that cheat sheet helps everybody. Because everybody trying to remember what the hell they're trying to do instead of looking at the cheat sheet. That's why we created that. Hold on, I'm not done with you yet. I'm not done with you yet. We're gonna go to one more report. Ladies and gentlemen, that's done. She did that right there. That's done. She can generate that file. That's completed. But she came in with a question beforehand about some inquiries that are attached to accounts. So let's go over here and let's get an inquiry attached to account. So I'm gonna change the report to one of the older reports that I have. I'm gonna turn off the system, turn it back on, and I'm gonna do this again. I'm gonna read the report, so I'm gonna fail big. I'm always gonna put unlimited, default, when I'm reading the credit report. I'm reading the credit report. Miss Evans, you're gonna do this with me again. Ready? We're gonna get rid of the cheat sheet. We're gonna start over from scratch. Hold on, give me a second. Close all these windows. I'm gonna open up the cheat sheet one more time. And I'm gonna do the same thing over again. We're gonna hide our positive items. We're gonna hide our positive items. So now we don't have any positive items over here. It's all flashing, all different colors, right? I'm gonna open up the cheat sheet again. Here we go. I'm gonna split the screen. And we're gonna do it all over again. Ready? What's number one? Perfect. So I'm going to put that over here. What's number two? Okay. Now, if it's that same brown color, do we just skip over to the next color? Oh. We'll change what? Okay. 41. What's 41? No, read 40. No. Hold on. Exactly. Don't ever read the color. It still inquires. Always read this box right here. It's going to tell you what's the difference. You see what it says up here? It says best inquiry. So that means it's attached to an account. So when you have an inquiry or anything attached to the account, on your generation round, not on your look round. So we're looking in this round, but on your generation round, you're going to come down, scroll down to the bottom, and you see this says remove this content box. We're going to remove that content box. Now it's going up to 40. There is no 41. Make sense? And now we're going to do the same thing over here. This is 42. 42 is another best inquiry. We're going to do the same thing. I'm going to scroll down, remove this box. And now see, no more green. Okay, let's go to 87. What's 87? Okay, come over here. What's 88? Bingo. What's 89? Cheat sheet. I know that you're not matching it up with what's on the red, green, and blue boxes. I understand what you're saying to me. I know you're 100% right. Logically, you're right. 1 + 1 = 2. In this logic, it's not right. Is it a medical charge-off? Is it a student loan charge-off? No, I'm asking you, is it a medical charge-off? Is it a student loan charge-off? Do you see medical charge-off in that box, or do you see student loan charge-off in that box? No, neither. Exactly. So it's all other charge-off and collection. You have to remind yourself of that, because some people say, "Oh, I see charge-off. I just select the first one and put student loan." Make sense? Put all other charge-off. Okay. So we got the red ones done. 94, Delinquency, done. That's there, 96. Let's just go over here. 96 is the late payment. We got that done. So we got 5 boxes selected. Come over here. Check the system again. Do here. Come up to the top. Client info. Boom, 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 boom. Everything looks great. Go to general settings. Come back, reset the system. Go back to opulence, do it again. So I know this by heart. Come over here, inquiries. Over here, over here, over here, over here. Do me a favor, count those green check marks. How many credit bureaus do we have? 5 times 3 is? Put 15 in the first box. Default, default, default. Let it rock. Done. And we just, now that will generate the letter. That's easy, girl. That's it. People overcomplicate a system when it doesn't need to be overcomplicated. It's got nothing to do with whether you're logical or illogical or nothing. If you can see the credit report in this software, you can utilize this software. If you can, remember this line, if you can see the credit report in this software, you can utilize the software. That's it. Does that make sense to everybody? Does anybody have any questions? Not one question? Not one? Is there a replay? Because no. So is a replay at the end of class. Yes, ma'am. Ray is on the top right-hand corner next to me. Uh-oh. And ladies and gentlemen, that's why we buy the bronze tack for a reason. Should never ever get on his nerves. Should never ever get on his nerves. No, he works with me. I'm a pain in the ass. But awesome. Ray, good for you, brother. Keep it up. Keep up the good work. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you, big boy. That's the first time I ever went to class in 20 minutes. I've never been able to go through class in 20 minutes in my life. How did you figure out the numbers of each letters you need? Does color because the boxes here? It's not about the certain numbers. I go based upon what I told you. How many check marks do you have? Check marks are 5. How many credit bureaus are? You're going to send a minimum of 3 letters to each credit bureau because you have to click this button over here. Include all 3 credit bureaus. So 5 times the check marks is 5 categories. So you're going to send a minimum of 15 letters out. A minimum of 15 letters out. Okay? So that's why we put that. So that's the minimum number. I don't like putting the minimum. I like understanding what's going on. I'm the one that does unlimited. I don't do a minimum. I want the job done. I don't want to set the minimums of the system, but again, I cannot. I'm teaching you what I'm taught. What I'm told to teach you. On the other hand, there's a lot of difference that goes into this. There's a lot of people that like doing it certain ways. I'm very different on how I do it. How I personally dispute is very different, or attack in this case, and that's the key. I'm very, very precise on what I believe in the system and how the system should work. So there's a lot here that you can work with to build this system up properly. But just figure out that when the system is going, you need to just utilize it to the best of your ability in this sense. But there are many ways to utilize this system. A lot of people don't like wasting GAs. I'll be honest with you. If you're a person that learns by doing, buy a bigger package and waste GAs. Waste them. Generate those letters. Understand how to generate the letter properly. Understand what's going on, because that's the way that I learned. I bought my own package for my own software, and I just kept wasting and wasting and wasting until I figured it out. Once I figured it out, holy crapola. Holy crapola what we did. It was crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Again, like I said, any questions? I'm done. Like, if you guys have no questions, that's the first time I ever did that. Up to you. Normally we want to fix the secondaries and doing that, but some people are on a time delay. So opting out or freezing them could work to speed the process up. So that's just up to you on what you want to do and how much effort you want to put in. Sometimes people are on a budget, and if you're on that budget, it costs money to actually dispute those negative items in those secondaries. So they might just choose to opt out. Call them and complain, because how do they have proof that you didn't send your letter out? I want you to really, really think about this, ladies and gentlemen. How do they have proof that you didn't send your letter out? They're gonna give you some line of shit that said that you didn't send your letter out. How do they have proof that you didn't send your letter out? It comes down. Look, Ms. Latimer, I know some people don't realize how much printing goes into this. There's a lot of shit that goes into this. There's a lot of paper that goes into some of these places. When I tell you guys this can generate an unlimited amount of letters with an unlimited amount of pages, it's crazy. And somebody will print this month and then they say, oh, I'll do it myself next month. Then they got to go to the post office. Then they got to get it weighed. And then they got to do it like this and do it like that. And then I come down and I sit down with people and I'm like, they come to me and they're like, yeah, I'd rather save the $10, the $20, whatever, $30, whatever it is. And then they go into it and they're like, you don't realize that you wasted more time doing that than going to work a couple extra hours at your job and doing the same thing. And people get on me, they're like, yo, that's rude. Why would you say that? It's not rude. It's the truth. If you don't understand value yet, it's hard. It's hard to talk to people about things. It's hard. I can't fight with everybody, but Ms. Latimer, I saw that you printed your letters. Like, thank you. I appreciate you printed with us. I hope that we as a group also stood out for you on how we do our business as well. So Zion, what are you going to do tomorrow? You going to pick up the phone, call the bureau? Ms. Brown, you going to call the bureau? Call the bureau and be like, they're going to tell you, they're going to give you some line of shit. You're going to be like, look, when they give you a line of crap tomorrow, I want you to really, really, really press them hard. Press them hard tomorrow. Do not waste time. Press them hard. And go really, really hard on what how they're working and what they're working with. It's crazy. They have no right to say what they're saying, and they know that. They know that. You want to know something? People don't really understand what it is, and so I had a tax professional call me, CPA. He called me and he's like, I gotta mail some stuff out. He's in the same office building that where we have printing company. He goes, do you guys do certified, like certified return receipt, the whole nine? I was like, yeah. I was like, but it's stupid expensive. He turned around and told me, he goes, people that complain about mailing, knowing that they have to get that stuff out, he goes, is a problem because that letter going out as a tax write-off for a lot of people that are going in here, any taxes that you're doing, anything that you're doing for your credit, even your credit can be written off because it's self-improvement. And I forgot how he worded on it. All the stuff that you're doing is self-improvement, can be written off. And when you write that off, that's the key of growing yourself. This is you're paying a payment on your life. I was just talking to somebody who's going to do working. He's going to help me do some work on marketing and things like that. And he told me, it's like, Ali, he goes, people don't realize how big it is to get this into their life, to get their credit fixed. You don't realize how many people give up. I was just in Philly this weekend. I was talking to somebody that's like, yeah, I gave up 4 times on credit repair. I paid 4 different people and gave up 4 times on credit repair. And I said, I'm just wild to think how many people give up on themselves that quickly. Don't give up on yourself. Like, there's nobody else that's going to come save you. The government's not going to save you. Like, you've got to get this stuff clean for yourself. I promise you, it'll work out all eventually in the future. It will. Questions. Miss Allen. Good evening. How was class tonight? There's only 2 of you? Really? Shit. That's crazy. Good. Did you not see what happened tonight or no? Or did it not go live tonight? Did you not see any did they not see anything tonight that was different in the software? No? Yes, maybe so? No? Okay, I gotta give it to developers. I gotta get with the dev team. Okay. Not a problem. I thought there would be something that was a surprise for everybody. Okay. Okay. Questions? Tonya, I haven't seen you in a while. Sam, I saw you last week. DJ, you're new. If TransUnion says that the address that the letter came from doesn't match my current residence, what do I tell them? Zion, let me ask you a question. Who sent out your letters? I did. Did you look at the top of the picture on the letter? Go look at the top of the picture on the letter. Top left-hand side. Oh, did you send him with tracking or did you send him regular? Go look on the tracking label. Look on the actual middle of the label where the address for Experian, TransUnion, and there. Look at the top left-hand side. Oh, I know people stay for that. Oh, Mr. Perryman. Oh, okay. There you go. Mm. I'm waiting for Zion to come back and see where the address says it's from. Can't wait before you see that. Ms. Brown, the answer to your question is it's a score. Um, and it's a credit report with credit stuff on it. Does that answer your question without me bashing or saying any bad mouthing about anybody? Thank you. What happened, Mr. Edmond? What happened? Why are you smacking your head? Why are you doing face slap? Because I'm a top G. Understand why I'm the best in the business, ladies and gentlemen, because my shit comes from you. Yes, I can strut that a little bit. Yes, my shit comes from you. So when they say it doesn't match up, they are full of dog doo doo. I end up going up with my score IQ. My free score account cannot verify me. Ah, well, that's a good thing, Miss Latimer. That's a good thing. You know what? Why is that a good thing? Why is that a good thing? You also got the proper FICO score. Reading is fundamental. Zion, don't get down on yourself. Remember, I tell everybody, why do you print with me in the first place? Because I work for you. I don't work for me. I saw an era in our game and I work for you. So that's why. So when they see that that's coming from you, guess what? Excuse me, sir. I went to I was on vacation. If they say, well, this came from a shop. No shit, Sherlock. I was on vacation. I had to print my fucking letters out. What are you saying? I'm not allowed to go on vacations? I got to be in the location that I'm in? I appreciate that every single one of you trust me. Honestly, you don't know how much that means. I do love. So last night hurt me. I was supposed to teach this class last night, but I had to take care of my baby. And I do want to keep teaching you guys, and I love getting in front of you guys, and really pouring into you guys. A lot of people have my products, have not just the printing company, have the scoring machine, have all the other stuff that we have. And that's the reason I want to see each and every single one of you be successful. And whatever your goal is to achieve. I'm serious. Whatever your goal is to achieve, I want to see you become successful. What happens is not enough people want to see that. People want money in today's day and age. I really want success. I may not be the richest person in the world, but I bet you're behind this. I may be angry lately because I'm not getting shit done as quickly as I should, but I'm gonna be straight with you. I'm the happiest mother trucker you'll ever be around. Oh shit! 1 second, guys. My bad, guys. So I always make sure everybody's a winner, Miss Brown. Everybody's a winner, but you got to show up. You know how many people don't show up? They don't even get in the room. I can tell you guys success stories about me getting up, doing what I want to do, doing what I don't want to do. I'm gonna say that again: doing what I don't want to do. Doing what I don't want to do. You know how many people I've met by doing that? It's crazy. It's honestly crazy. See, my dad instilled that shit into me young. Um, he said to me, You got to get up. He goes, you want to be successful? You got to beat everybody. You got to beat everybody. And it's crazy. It's crazy to say you got to beat everybody. How do you beat everybody? Do what they don't do. Do you know when I hear people talk, I listen to what they say. I literally listen to what they say. And I analyze what they say. And I'm like, what do you mean you analyze what they say? I actually analyze everything that they say. You know, people will give you the opportunity to hurt them. People will give you the opportunity to hurt them. Let me ask you a question. You girls got this. I'm telling you, you girls got this. Let me ask you a question. How do you hurt me as a man? Does anybody know how to hurt me as a man? No, I don't have an ego. That's the best part. I don't have an ego. My ego, I lost my ego at the age, I lost my ego at the age of 24. How do you hurt me right now as a man? That's a good, there we go, Tonya. There you go, my family. Hurt my wife or hurt my kids. You'll destroy me. You'll destroy me. You'll absolutely eviscerate me. You want to stop me? That's how you stop me. Do you want to know that it's also what's the thing that fuels me to keep moving forward every single day? Find your why. You know my daughter comes down here. You know my wife comes down here with my daughter. Hey, daddy, you hear daddy, 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 daddy. So when I sit down and I talk to you guys, will you think that when I was doing my credit 8 years ago, almost 9 now, 9 years ago, you think I didn't know what my why was? My why is this damn house. My why is that little girl upstairs. Why? Because that little girl, when she's home, she's protected in her house. So no matter what I do, I got to move fucking heaven and earth to make sure that she has what she needs on over her head every day. But you know what? We lost that. We forgot about that. As a society, we forgot about our whys. We think it's vanity. I don't disrespect to certain people, but we think it's vanity. You know what? I got to drive the fancy car. I got this. I got that. Let me tell you something. The last thing I got in my life was the fancy car. I had the kid. I had the house. I had everything before I had the car. That's the last thing I got. I was just talking to a marketer today, and he goes, do you know why they buy the fancy car? I said, tell me. He goes, they buy the fancy car. They buy the fancy car because they need to show their inadequacies. I said, what inadequacy? He goes, the inadequacy for having the ability to be able to talk. I was like, ooh. I was like, that's harsh. Playing catch up in my 30s so that my kids don't have to. That's why your why will keep you motivated. Oh my God, Ms. Latimer, holy shit, my why gets me up every morning when I don't want to get up. But you know what? You want to know what separates the 1% from? You want to know something? How many people in here are women right now? Put a 1 in the chat if you're a woman in here right now. I only got 2 of you. 3. I know Miss Allen. I got 3 women in here, or just 3 people just listening to me. 4. Okay, I got 4. DJ, you a man. I mean, let's be real. Everybody in here is pretty much a woman except for DJ. And Bryant Morris, I would assume is a man. I don't know. You ready for this? DJ and Brian, if you guys are both males, I want to tell you something. You guys will be successful. But you want to know who will outwork you any day of the week? See how many more women are in here than men? And Sam, I forgot about you. You see how many more women are in here than men? It's something to realize about the black community. We're working with the black community for 3 years. The women destroy the men in every single facet. They will outwork you, they will out-hustle you, and they will out-earn you. That's fucking crazy. I don't get it. I don't get it. Chip on their shoulder. And whatever that chip is, I love it. I love it. I love it. I watch it. Because you know who... I was at an event this weekend. Do you know who came up to me and said, I want to talk to you? You know who wanted? All the girls. It's like pulling teeth to talk to the guys. It's like, you want something out of me, right? But the girls is like, I know who you are. I want to talk to you. I was like, sure, shit. I'm right here. Ms. Brown is more than learning. Ms. Brown is more than learning. It's deeper. It's deeper. It's deeper. Yeah, I want to learn too, but I ain't going to stay up until 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning fucking studying. Fuck that noise. I'm not going to do that. Maybe once back then, yeah, but not anymore. There's other things I could do. I could be doing execution, but I want to tell you something. I'll tell you something. I'll be straight with you. There's some girls out here. Damn, just fucking damn. Miss Allen. I'm going to give you guys a perfect example. Miss Allen. She's been in every damn class since she started with us. She hasn't missed a damn beat. She showed up to class last night and I wasn't even here. So when everybody's sitting down and everybody's going through all this stuff, understand, everybody's got to have a why. Once you find your why, it is so true. It is so true on how quick you succeed. Black women literally carry the future of the community. You know what I'm going to say, Miss Tonya? Tonina? I'm sorry, I'm going to screw that up. Okay? All women carry the future of the community. You guys don't realize how important you are. All women. I don't care what color, race, color, creed, whatever the hell you are. I don't give a shit. You guys are because you guys breathe life into this world. I mean, that's the God's honest truth. I'm not saying no. Oh, no. I'm not saying no. I'm telling you guys the truth. I'm not saying it doesn't mean it is in all communities. But you guys legitimately holding it up right now because you guys are hustling harder than everybody else. You guys are hustling harder than anybody else. Boys, we got to pick our games up. But I also like to put this in a way. Pick who you idol closely. Pick who you idol closely. A lot of people don't understand what that means. Pick who you idol closely. I always say this. So my business partner, Dre, would just call me. We were down in Atlanta and we were doing something. He pulled 2 little kids to the side, and we had rented a Rolls Royce when we were down in Atlanta, and he asked the 2 kids, "Who do you idol?" And who are the first 2 things that you guys can think of? Give me two people that you would think that they said to come out of their mind. Give me 2. Come on, DJ, give me something. 2 little boys, one was 10, the other one was 12. Who they idol? We in Atlanta. Rapper, perfect. 2 little boys in Atlanta. Who do you think their idols are? 10 and 12. Number one, I didn't even know the rapper's name. So rapper, give me something else. Ball player. But it was somebody in the Atlanta Hawks. Yeah, it's just a ball player in the Atlanta Hawks, and it was I don't remember, man. But I'll be honest with you. That's what it always comes down to, because why they had the lifestyle. DJ, you the lifestyle, bro. You got to sell that lifestyle. You got to be that lifestyle. But how do you be that lifestyle? How do you be that lifestyle? Get your credit right. Start stacking your paper. Because you want to know what I'm finding out more and more in these communities? Big dogs, the real big dogs, they making more than them. I was in a room with a guy who was a multi-millionaire freaking this weekend, freaking real estate developer. You would never know it. You would never know it. You know how he walked into the room? A hard hat, jeans on, and a t-shirt. Money is quiet. That's the truth. Money is quiet. That's the thing. But guess who nobody wants to be like? The quiet guy. Miss Brown, I might ask you a real question. When you was driving them trucks all around the United States and you were making that real bread. I know you have fancy shit. I'm not going to say I didn't know you. But let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Where was most of your money? In the bank or in your shit? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Had a girl. Good job. Had a girl. Oh, come on. You got to vest that shit, girl. Always. We'll get you right. We'll get you right. Miss Latimer, that's what I'm gonna start doing. I said after I make my first million, I'm gonna start teaching at the local college over here. After I make my first, like me personally, make my first million, I'm gonna start teaching at the personal college, the local college, because people don't realize how good it is to pour back into the community, pour properly back into the community, no matter what community you're in. No matter what community you're in. But here's the thing. So I know none of you know my story, but my story was I was actually wanting to be an attorney. That's why I'm good at this credit shit, because I understand the law. I know my classes would have an overflow list. Yeah, because I'd give everybody an A if they showed up. I wanted to be an attorney. And the funny part was I never made it. So I was just talking to my wife. This is recent. This is like last 2 weeks. I was like, I think I'm going to go back and take my LSATs. She was like, seriously? It's like, yeah, I think I'm going to do it, honey. I was like, I think I could take it from home. If I could take it from home, that'd be great. She goes, would you? I was like, I mean, it would further the company. I was like, if I became an attorney in the next 3 years, it would further the company a tremendous amount. She goes, imagine you pulling up with the company in the next 6 months takes off. Imagine you pulling up in a Ferrari into law school with your license plate that says TSM on it, and you pull up next to your professor that's driving a freaking Toyota. I said, it would be funny of that, because imagine the kid that's being told that he couldn't become something because you're not allowing him to, goes out, succeeds anyway, then comes back and does it anyway. I was like, that's just poetic justice. I'm a criminal justice major, and I wanted to continue in family law and criminal law. I didn't touch that with a 10-foot pole. Intellectual property. I want to be rich without getting stabbed. Yo, I did family law. So I interned in family law. And when I interned in family law, I want to tell you guys, real is real. When I interned there, I watched how we broke up homes. And I got moral. So I can't do that. But intellectual property would be my shtick. writing contracts all day long. I do that anyway now. Um, so I would do contract law and intellectual property, and that would be that'd be the game. Basically, going over the contracts, closing up all the things, doing all that, and that'd be the key. Because protecting the assets of the people that are putting themselves there is the biggest thing that we could do. Um, Look, credit repair questions. I'm giving you guys life advice, but at the end of the day, what questions do we have? What things do you have? I'll bring you mines for a small fee. What? Bring you what? I have a BBA in real estate and pursuing my master's in science, commercial real estate. I'm interested in development and I'm studying for my PMP. I have my PNC license and notary public contracts. So Ms. Latimer, you need to start. God, don't take this out the wrong way, but you need to start getting your notary public out there, girl. Out there. You need to start getting that out there. That's a business in it itself that can make you a shit ton of money without even showing up. There's how many people in here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 people in here right now. There's 9 people in here at $10. There's at least $100 in here that you can charge for Notary Republic every time their letters go out. Okay, there you go. You just said that. Every time a letter goes out, there's that's $100 that you make every time a letter goes out to any person that's in these groups. You should tell everybody that. I have one of the girls that works with me. I turned around, I told her, I was like, yo, you're gonna come in and do the notary and you're gonna charge the people for your notary. I'm not charging them in the software. You're gonna charge them for your notary. Why can't Georgia's fucking shooting you guys in the foot. Go move to Florida, girl. Go move to Florida. Just go down just a little further. You'll be making more money than you know what to do with. It's crazy what I'm hearing coming out of Georgia. Georgia don't allow you to do credit repair. Georgia. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Too many scams, that's why. It's not that it's too many scams. Let me tell you what happens, okay? Who's the number one community that needs credit repair? Mm-hmm. What's the number one community in Georgia? No, I mean like number one demographic in Georgia. Yes, you're right, Atlanta. But what's the number one demographic in Georgia? I actually did this. They shot themselves in the foot over here. Black community. The black community is the number one in Georgia. I think it's almost 1.275 to any other race, if I remember correctly. I haven't done my numbers in a while, but that's the number one community in Georgia, right? Okay, so who gets hurt for every scam that goes through? Yep. And that's the key. Do you know what's the number one thing being viewed in the FTC right now? Anybody want to take a guess what's the number one next thing that they're considering scam in the FTC right now? And they're actually looking at people one by one and going through them? Taxes are okay because they actually submit that. When I tell you guys this shit, you guys are gonna laugh. Bingo, right there. Yep. Does anybody know why? Yep. Coaching and mentorship. Mm-hmm. Why? And what is everybody not doing? It's not even that they're just not compliant. What are they not doing? They're not delivering on their promises. Oh, who? Where you at, Miss Latimer? Who? Oh shit. Okay, I'm gonna look that shit up. I'm gonna look that shit up right now. Leg. Um, tell us the real estate fund. The face. Ernest Morrison. Okay. Do you know who I was on tour with? I don't remember what I say to people. I went in the room, said it in the back of the room. I don't trust coaches. I don't trust. I don't trust mentors. I don't have nothing against the people that do it. I don't have nothing against the people that do it. You are not what you say you are. That's what we need to first stop selling something that you're not. It's just as simple as easy as that. No being nasty towards anybody. Um, Truth of the fact of the matter is, just say you're a coach. You're a coach. Coach, remember, when a coach is in on the field, he coaches to many children. Okay? That's you're a coach. Say you're a coach, I'm cool with that. Do not call yourself a mentor. I have a mentor. My mentor bought into my business because he believed in me. Then he coaches me every day. That's another one. I ain't gonna touch on it. But he believes in me. A real mentor gets into your business with you. Now, some mentors are big, you're gonna pay for them. But these are guys that are so big, they're bigger than life. They're bigger than life. The Tony Robinsons. Okay? What's Myron Goldman. That, oh my God, man, holy shit. I'd pay him every asking dollar that he asks for. Myron, absolutely. I pay him every single dollar. I wouldn't even think twice about it, how many dollars I'd pay him. Myron, whole game. But when you sit down and you start talking to these people, start listening to them, listen, you're 100% right. You said the thing, Ms. Latimer. I agree with you. I agree with you. I agree that some of them don't give the right information. That's why I come in and sit down and I try to give you guys the best information that I have. I may not be always right, but you didn't pay me for any of it. It's free. I think Sam's the one that says I'm dropping gems all the time. He goes, I'm going to stay until the end. You guys don't ever want to leave. I think people just know that I'm going to leave the class open and they're like, I'm going to join at 9 o'clock. He should be at the end over there. So I'm just going to join up at 9 o'clock and see what I can catch at the end because I don't need to stay for the rest of class. But here's the thing. That's crazy because I was like, I don't need the front part. I need the back part. What the hell is he going to say tonight? And that's the key. Once you find somebody that you synonymize with, holy shit, what you can do. Holy poo-poo's what you can do. I think that's a few in the game that are great. And then there's a few that I think that are horrible. I'm not going to say names on who are great and who's horrible. I think you guys can pick them up for yourselves. Also, I think that everybody's we're better than in a good room with like-minded individuals. Every individual in this room is actually ready to do something with their lives. My podcast last week that I went on, that I told everybody, I was like, when you're ready to actually succeed, you're going to succeed. When you're ready to get your credit right, you're going to get your credit right. I told you, I heard a person this weekend, they gave up themselves 4 times. They gave up on themselves for, yes, Barbara. Yes, Barbara, you unmuted. You wanted to talk or you just unmuted by accident? It's okay. No problem. I thought you wanted to ask a question. More than one. I told you, that guy came off to me. He turned around and he told me when he was this week, he gave up on himself 4 times because he just couldn't get through it. And imagine if he wouldn't have gave up on himself the first time, how different his life would have been with the credit. Because credit is the stone that we step on. If that stone, the minute you step on it, turns to dust, it's like sand, right? It's like sand. You put sand in the blood. Oh, perfect example. You know when the kids go to the beach and they build a sand castle? What happens when you step on a sand castle? It turns into mush. That's the thing. We got to understand when we build this stuff, we can't build it out of sand. We got to build it out of concrete. We got to build it out of concrete. First, it starts with our spending habits. It starts with our spending habits. Don't spend money that you don't have. Well, what happens? This is all I got. But I got to make my life right. That's called a bet. Who am I betting on? Who am I betting on? What's up, Ray? Damn right, Miss Brown. Not you, Ray. Not you, Ray. The other Ray. Ray Hertera just came off mute. That's why I saw the thing. At the end of the day, I'm always betting on myself. So if I'm gonna bet on myself, and I'm gonna take every last dollar that I have, I'm gonna put it on myself. I'm gonna put it in my business. Because who controls my business? Me. Me. There's no other person in this industry, or this place that I'm betting on that is not getting done. I'll tell you guys something. One of the biggest outsourcers in the credit repair industry she still is a close friend of mine, right? We do business together. We talked. I handled all of her stuff as she was getting bigger. She told me, I'm betting on myself. I'm buying mentorships, this, that, and the other thing. I need to learn how to market. I need to learn how to do this. I need to learn how to position myself. I need to learn how to get the people that can get me in the room, this, that, and the other. Thank you. Thank you for blessing me. I said, okay. I used to say the same thing 7 years ago. They said, well, you in the same spot. No, I'm not. Where I was 7 years ago, I had $36 in my pocket. Now I've got a decent amount in my bank account, thank God. Not knocking on wood. I'm not showing off to anybody. Thank God I'm okay. Okay? I'll always tell everybody I'm broke. Because it's nobody else's business where I am. But thank God I'm all right. That's all that matters. But we both we moving at the same level. And why do I bring that up to everybody in here? Why'd I say that? you put in the work and you bet on yourself, just like her and I did, you will make it. You will make it. If you don't, if you bet on other people to help you, shit. I learned that shit the hard way. I learned that shit the hard way. Every time that I did well and fell on my face, somebody else was orchestrating it. That's why I fell on my face. The minute you stop letting other people orchestrate your life, the minute you start succeeding. The minute you will start succeeding. Miss Vicky, I haven't seen you in a while. Ray, you're new. Sam, you're new. Sam, it's good to see you. It's just crazy. Any questions? Anything that anybody want to go over? See, Miss Brown, I don't believe that because I did well when I was with good people. I did really well when I was good people. But people change. You know why? Money changes people that was broke. I've been rich 3 times and I've been broke 4 times. You know what? Again, I tell you something. Getting up to the top every time I crack another plateau. Every time that I go up, I crack another plateau. You want to know the best part is? What did I realize? Every single time that I did it with somebody, we hit a different plateau. Just got to find the right people to be around. And there are good people that are out there. It's also setting the proper expectation for what you're doing. No, girl, you just got to set the proper expectation. What is the proper expectation? So, for example, you own a trucking company, right? You come to me and say, Ali, I want you to be my partner in my trucking company. Okay. You think my ass is going to drop that big ass 18-wheeler? Fuck no. It's not going to happen. How do I port smart credit into the M2 software? It doesn't allow it. You got to switch to one of the 3 brands, Identity IQ, My Score IQ, and My Free Score Now. Smart credit no longer works in this software. They, I guess the relationship got soured. No more. But Ms. Brown, talking to you truthfully, what would be your thought for me to come in? It would be a consultant role. And what's a consultant role? Hey, Ali, I want you to come in. And when we go into certain areas, I want you to sit down and have conversations with certain people. Okay, no problem. I want you to schmooze. We're gonna use. I'm Arab, so you're gonna say I want you to smooth the Arab guys over there because you're Arab. You've been over to the Middle East. You know where they have. You know the type of food they like to eat. This, that, and the other thing. So you go do your thing over there. Okay. What am I looking to do? What's my goal in this thing? We want to move their oil from the Florida Keys to, I'm just making up shit as I'm going over here. We want to move their oil from the Florida Keys up to Atlanta. How do we do that? Okay. Get the contract. Well, so my job is to get in the room to get the contracts. Who's moving your oil? That's the first question I'm asking when we get in there. I don't know you, and I don't know you. But let's be real. Who's the first thing that we're going to do over here? Because I'm Arab and you're Arab, and you know right from the thing right now, we both got to be brothers in the sentiment over here. So is another Arab moving your oil? No? Great. So this Arab's going to be moving your oil. Let's do what we need to do. You can't walk in and have the same conversation that I'm going to have. But we know that. We know that. Just like I can't walk into the same room in a trucking event and have the same conversation you're going to have with your other people that do the same thing. Hey, Miss Brown, we got a 12-speed Allison transmission and this, that, and the other thing. I'm just going to sit over there. I'm going to be like, what the fuck did he just say? Oh, it's just the gearbox and how the gearbox works. I'm going to be like, well, they call her Allison? Okay? But that's the thing. Everybody has a role that we need to take, and then that's how we build. You've got to know, if my role is to drive the truck with you and I don't know how to drive the truck, guess what's not going to happen? It ain't going to move. Exactly. But if my job is to go schmooze the Arabs and get more of those oil well contracts, well, guess what? Exactly. That's where I'm going to go. I'm going to go schmooze and go get those oil well contracts so we can move oils from the Keys to the Atlanta. That's the key. That's how you build a real relationship. That's how you start to it's called putting the aces in their places. I do that. Yes and no. Okay, because what happens is so they're called bank relationship manager. So you have a client relationship manager and a bank relationship manager, business relationship manager. Okay, the business relationship manager only has so much pull to underwriting. Okay, they only have so much pull. But what you need to do is the reason that you want to have a relationship with them is the same reason that I said to you. If you have the products, you have everything that you're working with these people, all of a sudden you're bringing value to that person that you're doing business with. What happens? They're going to want to keep doing business with you. They're going to want to keep succeeding with you. And what happens? They're going to give you what you're looking for. It's going into that specific location and getting what would have been $25,000, getting 50 out of it. Because they're saying, okay, well, you have the bank. Like Schmitty will say, you got to have banking products. Well, how do we get banking products? This is how we get banking products. This is how we get this, this, and this. Make sense? So that's everybody that's starting a business. That's Miss Latimer's in real estate, right? And notary, right? So the smart part would be is ready. We take our notary business, we blow our notary business up. How do we blow our notary business up? We get her a notary, we get her the licensed notary outside in Alabama or South Carolina or Florida. We get her a notary in one of those three places around where she's at in Georgia. Well, guess what? If she has a notary in Florida, she could do all 50 states virtually and not have to worry about nothing. Guess how quick she blows up her business? That's the key. Now, how do we get her there? She goes, Ali, I don't have an address over there. Fantastic. We got people that live in Florida that you can put your information to and blow your business up like this. That's the key of knowing how to put your aces in your places, knowing how to get the people in the room going, where are they seeing a problem and solving it? What is the problem? Who's got a problem that they don't know how to solve besides credit? Yes, Miss Tonya. I'm trying to say it right. Just give me a nickname. Tonya. I got it right. Okay. Yes, Miss Tonya. Oh, it's okay. Hey, look, I thought you were going to ask a question. No, it's all right. Yes, Vicky. Or Barbara, either or, whoever wants to go first. Yes, Barbara. Surety bond. Yep, you got to get an surety bond. So I'm gonna look it up. It's good. It's a surety bond in Las Vegas for credit repair. Let's see. How much is the surety bond? You were breaking up, so I just stopped talking. I was like, I don't know where she said, but you needed a surety bond, so you gotta get that bond to be able to do credit repair, unless you do document preparation, which is a whole different thing. Um, oh yeah, you just gotta put it in over here. So just get a quote. Yeah, document preparation is a different game. You just got to learn about it. But it's very, very, very well. That's a key. So document preparation, document preparation is yes, document preparation is the key. You don't not want to do. You don't want to do credit repair. So in the sense is you'll be like, look, I'm not doing your credit repair. Here's your documents. You could send them through our third party agency, or you could do them yourself. This is on you. I'm not doing it for you. So what does that mean? Oh, I'm doing you. I'll be honest with you. So when I got started, or when I started doing credit repair, I never had a surety bond. I never ever had an surety. Yep, never did it. I'm gonna be straight with you. I'm not even gonna lie to you. And the reason that I didn't do it is because when we got started, I was doing credit repair for 6 months. We opened up the thing, and then I went right into funding, and I went into consultations. So when you're doing a consultation, it was just a part of our service. You paid me for my consultation. So when I did business structuring and all that stuff, credit repair was just a part of the game. So it got included into the mix. It was never sole outside. But when I was doing it solely, I was kind of not doing it correctly. So I'm just gonna say it to you straight. I was just not doing it correctly. But I wasn't paying that ridiculousness that we had. I just wasn't paying that ridiculousness to do everything. Say it again. Say it again. As long as it's free. As long as it's free. So you're doing it as a part of. So if I'm building your, I'm just using this as a example. If I'm building your business credit and I'm doing your filing for your EIN, I'm doing your business preparation, I'm building your business documents, I'm getting your bank statements, I'm getting your bank set up, I'm doing all that stuff for you, and I charge you to do credit repair. I'm just including it in the cost, and credit is a part of the system. It's a free charge. I'm not charging for credit repair. It's just a part of the system. I used to write free or included in the package. Because again, we need to be whatchamacallit, we need to be transparent about how we charge for people. So they'll say if it's included, it's just it's a free add-on. Okay, an additional item that is added for free, which shows that we're not charging for that item. That item is a free item that's being added on as part of our services. Okay, it's not an actual service that we're charging for. Doing that changes the game on how we deal with the system together. Great question. Great question. A lot of people don't ask that question. What else, guys? Ask more questions. I like questions like this. These are good questions. It's like Florida by me right now. I just went to go look outside. It's freaking raining. It's like it was sunny all day, and then it's sunny, nasty, hot, muggy, and then it starts raining. Ooh, that was a nice piece of lightning as I'm walking around. What else, guys? Talk to me. Talk to me. Everybody's just, I think Wednesday is becoming the day that everybody's just exhausted. They're tired. The long ass week has just happened. And, we still got 2 days left until the weekend, but everybody's just like, I just want to come here, I want to learn, and then I want to leave. And then we have the people who are like, so, yes, and so Ms. Latimer said the same thing. She said you need to be a real estate agent, you need to be et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So you need to look in your state and what you're doing. If you do not charge for credit repair, you cannot charge for it. You cannot charge for it. It's $0. Okay? It's a free add-on to what you're doing, but it has to make sense. You cannot be doing nails and doing somebody's credit repair. Does that make sense? It's got to go with what you're doing. And then check the state servicing. I would say, if done correctly, yes. Yes, because it's a free add-on. I'm not charging you for this. Go for it, Miss Vicky. Yes? Where's that Barbara again? So yes, guys, consulting is a very broad terminology because you can consult on why the balloons are blue. Um, but what happens is you got to be very careful on what your consulting industry is and how it works. Yes, Barbara, go for it. Mm-hmm. So it's eluding me right now, and the reason that it's eluding me right now is I don't really try to think of it all the time on how to circumvent the system. But Mhm. No, I got it. I would look in your state first and foremost and see what's out there. There's a lot that you can do personally. So it's just got to make sense. So it's got to be financial, and something that includes credit for it to be financially applicable. Okay, that's what it's you got to make it financially applicable with credit. Yes, keep going. I don't know that. So, like I said, don't forget, I didn't get the bond. I didn't get. I didn't. So first and foremost, I didn't want the bond. I didn't want. I didn't want the bond for the only reason is the people that I pulled on were people that I knew. They weren't going to sue me because I screwed them up. They were going to sue me because I did too good, remove something that they didn't want removed. So that's why they were going to sue me. And what happens is I have this conversation with a lot of different people is you're protecting yourself against a lawsuit. So if the person that's going to sue you, they're suing you because you did something to them, quote unquote, hurt their credit profile, which realistically, if you removed all their negatives, you did them a favor. Um, uh, but a lot of people don't understand that. So let's go on the thing of where how would I approach this now? Let me close my eyes and let me see this. Let me see this. Let me see this. Let me think. Let me think. Let me think. Let me think. If I were to do this now in today's day and age, 2026 has got a lot of new additives. People are lazier than ever than they were before. So why would they pay me for credit repair? It pay me for credit repair because one, they're lazy. Two, they don't want to do it themselves. Three, they don't have time. Four, they don't have the wherewithal that a normal person has. Okay. So if I could solve all four of those issues, how do I solve those issues without solving their issue, without doing credit repair directly? So we have home mortgage preparation, which that's institutional readiness. That's I already solved that issue. Okay. Build software with that. Okay. The next issue would be what else did they get? They get an auto. Auto can only be solved through credit repair. Bad credit in general is solved through credit repair. I would have to say I would call it a financial analysis. A financial analysis of the person that is handling it. So I could just refer clients out and still make money as an extra reported income, even though I'm not a credit repair person. Yes, that's an affiliate, but you got to be careful who you're referring clients out to. Give me a second. I got you. So let's do this. So first off, I want to become a person that is known in the industry for being the best in the industry. How do I become known in the industry for being the best in the industry of what I do? First off, to do credit repair, what do I need to provide? I need to provide people to understand that credit repair needs to be done. So we need to provide a financial analysis, a readiness score, okay? Why do we need a readiness score? We need a readiness score. I've already developed this to a certain point, but I'm thinking about this. If I were to do this, first and foremost, I'm not talking to you about your credit. I'm showing you if you're ready to go in any which way, shape, or form. So now if I'm providing you that said readiness score, what's the next piece of it? We need to get you funding. Well, how do we get funding? Well, we can go to subprime lenders and get you funding and then pay your credit repair through. Go pay your credit repair through your subprime lenders of that loan that's coming in, if that's the way that you want to do it. Because that's really the key, is getting funded with bad credit. Now that's going to be high, fixing the credit quickly and then going from there. But give me 1 second. I got it. That's the key. That the key is just figuring out how to do it in a way where the person you're dealing with is going to look at you for the job that you're there and ask you to do the credit repair for them, but you need to get paid for the credit repair before they actually are in credit repair. So when I taught everybody about document preparation is the key, because you're not a credit repair organization. Here's your documents. Go have a nice day. Whatever you do with the documents, you read the documents. I don't care if you wipe your ass with the documents. You pay me for my documents. Have a nice day. And my documents cost $250. I don't care what I prepared for you. Even if it took me 13 seconds to prepare them. I hit a button, I pulled the report in, and it generated them for me. It's still $250. Your job is to send it out. Your job is to handle it. So why do I do that? Because I'm not doing the credit repair. They have to pick their negative item. They have to pick all their stuff. So all you're doing is just preparing the document for them. That's why I like document preparation, but document preparation doesn't work with everybody. So what other services can you provide? Well, ladies and gentlemen, what needs credit? Insurance broker needs credit. Insurance needs credit. What else needs credit? Realtors. A realtor needs credit. Need to know if you have proof of the mortgage. Mortgage brokers, banks, et cetera, anything that deals with money. So what can we utilize in those places to get credit to where you need to be? Well, you need to figure out how to get in when nobody else has that. How many people have walked into a dealership and say, I do credit repair, can I work with you guys? How many people walked into a dealership? A lot. No, Ms. Brown, I used to walk into every freaking dealership and tell them I did that. Now I know why I was successful. You said nobody? Now I get it. Because, yeah, nobody thinking like me. But here's the thing. You're going to fight people to get there. It don't matter if you usually have cash. You're one of the few. Everybody buying shit on credit today. Why? It's not because it's a debtor society. You know why they're buying shit? Because why do I got to come out of pocket? I put that freaking... So, I'll teach you guys a real thing, real quick. I was talking to a really rich guy. Okay? Bank account starts with a B, not an M. And he told me, he goes, I still buy everything credit. I said, why? He goes, why take my own damn money out of the bank when I could take yours? I was like, you son of a... He goes, think about it. Something happens to the car, right? Who's out the money? Me or the insurance company? The insurance company. You out the money, not me. You know why? I financed the whole fucking car. Even the down payment. I put that shit in the damn in the damn thing. So guess what? I get a boo-boo, I get into an accident. Hey, fuck you. Take the damn car, go cart it away. Your insurance got to pay for it. I ain't paying for it. Make sure you got the right coverage, though. That's the key. Gotta make sure you got the right coverage. But when we're in the game and we're going through there, that's the key. Guess what I'm gonna do? Guess what I'm gonna do when that happens? Have that gap. Guess what I'm gonna do the minute that I get into an accident? Going back to the dealership, financing another car with their money, and if they got, let them chase out the insurance company. I ain't doing that. Go kiss my ass, bro. Go kiss my ass. I ain't dealing with any of that. Go right there. You can go, shit. That's the key. That's what you guys need to do. That's why it's well, this is OPM, other people's money. That's exactly what he was trying to explain to me. He goes, I got the money in the bank. He goes, where my $60,000 is better off, just using this as an example, my $60,000, my $100,000, $200,000 is better off in a high yield savings account collecting interest on that money every single month than paying into the paying into the damn bank. He goes, I pay my bills off. Goodbye. Have a nice day. And he goes, if I can't afford the car anymore, come take the car. Come, take it. I don't need it no more. If I can't afford it, why should I keep it? I was like, damn, bro, you ruthless. He goes, I'm not ruthless. I'm truthful. I'm truthful. Imagine that. I'm truthful. That's crazy. Yes, Tonya. Mm-hmm. So getting them pre-funding. So what is the number one problem that everybody has with credit repair? Let's call it let's call it credit restoration. Okay. Credit repair is one part. What is credit repair? Getting rid of all the negative items. Ms. Latimer, you praised Ray before for doing your student loans. But here's the thing, girl. What's credit repair? It's not fixing your credit score. Credit repair is getting rid of all your negative items. What's another part? Credit restoration. It's to restore the score. How do we restore the score? By paying down our bills. Guess what the subprime does? Subprime takes the money and pays down the bills. Now I got one loan at a lower interest rate instead of a higher interest rate. So what I do is I take that subprime, I pay that interest rate down, I lower my bills down. I'm gonna do this right now. I'm telling everybody like this. I'm waiting to hit 20,000. When I hit 20,000, I'm gonna take a subprime out. I'm gonna pay all my credit cards off, every single one of them. And then every month I'm gonna make a loan payment to the subprime. Yeah, just every single month. And what's the monthly payment on a subprime loan for 4 or 5 years? $500. It's $500 a month. So now I take all my credit card payments, $500, $600, $800, $900, whatever the case may be, all these craziness, and I pay them down quickly. Boom. Now my credit score bursts through the roof. I have another installment loan that's growing, and now I'm up to the thing. But that's what we're doing, Miss Tonya. We're taking that subprime, paying the credit cards that are existing down to zero. Now we use that down to zero to build up to where we need to go, and that's truly the key. That's how we do it. Yes, you're leveraging your credit. I mean, you're leveraging your good, the whatever is good over there, but you can't leverage your credit if you still got negative items. So we got to find out where we're at. So in that midst of where we're fixing, we're trying to get a pre-approval from a subprime. We're trying to get a pre-approval from a subprime. Quickly. Now we utilize the money from the subprime, what you were asking me, we utilize the money from the subprime after we do all the pay downs to take our money out of. And what's our money? It's 10%. Well, if I get 2 subprime loans at $40,000 and $40,000, how much did I just make, ladies? I just made 80 grand. I just made $80,000. I made 8,000. 8,000. My bad. My bad. I made. You made 80. I made 8. So now I take that 8, right? And now you pay for your credit repair. I just rolled it into that. Go. So what we're doing is we can do that as we're building and pay those down, so now that debt is not sitting lingering over our head. Go back with the subprime. Say the subprime is 15%, right? I can use that 15% for a couple of months and then go down, keep building, do exactly what you said, build up, go get a regular loan from a bank, 8%, pay the subprime off, and now I just leverage two loans and now I have another paid off loan. Eventually, at the end of the game, yes. Eventually, at the end of the game, yes. That's the whole point of what we're doing is trying to get the credit score as high as we can get it. But what are we building with? We're building with positive primaries. An installment loan, even at subprime, is a positive primary. It's a positive primary installment loan. It's not a fake loan or a fake this or fake that. It's not a credit strong or any of this other stuff. It's a real loan that you paid off because you did your due diligence. Uh-oh. Mm-hmm. So some of these loans, unless they get completed out by you and the bank says that it's completed out by you, they'll report it. Some people, they just remove it. Let me see something. Let me see something. Hold on. I'm gonna look at my own right now. Give me a second. I got an idea. I can't talk to you about shit if I don't look at my own, and I can't put my foot where my mouth is if I don't know where my own is. So if I go to here, I go here. If I go down, there is supposed to be a credit union. What the hell is the name of the credit union though? Installment, city, Navy, NR, joint account. What's this for? Oh, this is my house. Pentagon, Sears, Amazon, Network, Home Depot, the mortgage company. This is what annoys the shit out of me. Guys, this shit annoys me. I got a paid off mortgage, right? And I didn't even own the mortgage for an hour. They fucking sold the mortgage in 1 hour after getting it. This crap annoys me. I didn't even get one. I didn't even get one good payment on it. Some bitch. And now I have two open accounts with my damn mortgage. Two open accounts to lower my age. Okay, hold on. Let's see. U.S. Bank, Visions. Oh, okay. So this is my credit union that I went and I opened up a car loan with. This is my first car I ever bought, guys. I just got it. This is right. When did I buy this? 23. Oh no, 2020. I bought this 10/14/2020. I paid this off a year and a half later. I paid this shit off, and a year and a half later, I was rocking through the payments super fast. It was a $10,000 loan. I was paying like $600-700 a month. Like I was flying through it, and you see as it says paid as satisfactory, or paid as agreed, or paid as agreed. That's what it's got to say. If it doesn't say that this is the first one that I actually paid off, and I know I paid this to full, so you got to make sure that it's there and where it's going. I don't know otherwise. Let's see. Do I have any other installment? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Because you didn't make the first payment. Oh yeah, you didn't make the first payment. You just told me. You wrecked it before even making the first payment. No, you didn't even make a payment. You drove the car on lease and you wrecked it on lease. Come on, girl. Hey, give me something that wrecked your shit underneath your finance and didn't even pay you your first bill. Yeah, fuck that. I would have been pissed if they gave me $14,000 after I totaled that damn car out. No, pay my damn shit back. Go get me another car. Yeah, no, go get me another car. Girl, I wish I knew you when you was young, man. You would. Oh my God, you would have you girl. You would not be complaining about money right now. Half, half a million. Girl, if you were making $600,000 a month, I'd have like 4 or 5 million in your account. I'd have you. I would have you living off the fucking interest of that money. I mean, it's got nothing to do with being your best friend. It's strategic. It's got strategic planning. First and foremost, you got to live below your means for at least 5 years. Okay, that means no purses, no nice clothes, no nothing for 4 or 5 years. After you do that, we get your bank account up right, and we get your investment accounts and high yield savings up right. And all of a sudden, now with $4 or 5 million, you're making $200,000 to $300,000 a year just in savings and interest. That's $25,000 a month. If you it doesn't. So here's the thing. Even me, I'm supposed to be straight with you. Like I say things truthfully to people. I don't lie. You could pay 4K on less than a with good insurance and gap. You pay 4K. Yeah, I know. That's crazy. Yeah, I saw that. I heard that too. Um, with everything that's going on, like I'll tell you guys, when you go up, the reason that they never, and I'll say them, that the super rich never ever lose money is what happens is when they go up, the spending doesn't go up. They stay here. They stay here for a long time. It's got to be 5 years. Why? You got to live like dirt for 5 years because this keeps growing. And here's what happens when this keeps growing. You're not overspending, so you're not trying to match. So what happens is now this actually compounds. And the more it compounds, the crazier it goes. 600,000, girl. Here, I don't need to see your bank statements. I trust you because you needed to keep $200,000 in each bank because of the FDIC. I'm not stupid. I'm not stupid because people don't understand that. I know what you said when you said it. I would have never, I would use the money as collateral every single time. Now what, but hold on. This is the thing I'm trying to tell you now. I'm trying to tell you now. You're in a bad position because you were wasting your cash. You were wasting your cash because you were paying for stuff as you was making it, but you were never storing it. You know about the richest mobsters in the world and everything? They always put the shit in the coffers. They always put the shit in the coffers. They never showed it off. That's why they got rich and 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 rich. Yo, they said that, what's his name? Pablo Escobar was sitting on something like almost $150 billion. $150 billion. $150 billion. You know what happens when you have that much money? There's nothing. Yes. There's nothing in the world that you can buy. There's nothing in the world that you can buy. That's it, because you've already bought everything. There's nothing in the world that you can buy. You have all the newest shit. The companies are coming to you to sell shit. One. Two. Two. You don't need a new phone every year. You don't need a new car every year. Okay? You don't need the shit that you don't need. I'm telling you this from experience. You want to know why? I told you, I'm the guy with the cars. I'm a car guy. That's the only thing I waste my fucking money on in computers. But guess what? My computers make me money. My computers make me money. Everything else I own is second, third hand. Second and third hand. I'm always on Facebook Marketplace looking for the best deal. I'm always... But where the truck's at now, girl? If they, but let me ask you a question. They in the shop again, the both of them, and are they making you money right now? If I had 4 more trucks on top of the 2 that you had, or I have 8 more trucks on the 2 that you had right now, where would you be? You'd be sitting. You lost because of the money. Yeah, you lost. Yeah, you pay. Yeah, it cost you $4,000 for a 7-day trial. It don't matter. It don't matter. It was a 7-day trial. I gotta tell you like this. Next time you need to make a business, and next time you need to make a buy, you're gonna call. You're gonna call me. I'm gonna set you straight. I'm gonna set you straight real quick. So I got my business partner. I'll be honest with you. My business partner is 60 years old, and he's never used credit in his life, and now he's scrambling to get his credit fixed. He's got one stupid late payment. No matter what the hell we do, we can't freaking get it off. Okay, so we're sitting down, we're working his numbers, we're doing all this stuff. We did everything, and I took him to the dealership. I built his business credit. You know how I built his business credit? I just opened up a credit card in his name, in my name, in his business. I pay it off every single month, and that's it. Guess what? Goes to the dealership, buys a car from the dealership in his business. They won't approve him personally, but they will approve the business. Again, you know what he told me? He goes, I don't believe I pay $800 a month, and I'm just gonna give them back this car at the end of the year and a half. I turned around, I told him, I said, that's the whole game. You just pay. Yeah, hell yeah, he paid the lease, girl. He paid the lease. He put freaking 20,000 miles on the car in less than a year. 20,000 miles in less than a year. That's crazy. You know how many people I know that are million. You know how many people that I know that are millionaires. That millionaires by assets, but not millionaires in their bank account because they truly never ever understood exactly what we just spoke about. We just literally do that. So we'll have a conversation, guys. We'll talk about all of it. We'll get in. We'll do all that stuff, and yeah, we'll we'll go from there. Go for it. That's you're gonna be you're gonna be my last question on the night. No. No, I got a couple other things I got to do for my office. Mm-hmm. Secured credit card. Secured. Quicksil- Quicksilver. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Girl, when I show you my credit score, look. When I show you guys, there's Credit One Bank over here somewhere down the list. Where's Credit One Bank? Here, Credit One Bank. Look at the limit on the Credit One Bank. Where the hell is the limit? 200 high balance. Where's the limit? Hold on, check funding. Oh, here. Look, here's $800. 800 is the limit on this one. There's another Credit One Bank. Hold on, give me a second. There's another one. I'm gonna show you. I'll show you. I'm literally showing you guys what I did. Like this is the cheat code. Where's the other Credit One Bank? I got you. You just build up all. You build up over time. That's the thing. Why haven't I closed this stupid ass account down? Why? Because it's still an $800 limit. Yeah, it's still an $800 limit. I put money to it all the time. I put four. I got this stupid program that I pay for. It's $4 a month. I keep charging on it. I pay it off every single month. $4 every single month. Anybody else have any questions before I leave? Girl, just get your shit correct and we'll go from there. Honestly, just get your. Ray, drop the link for the lovely lady in here. She's very smart. Hey, Miss Allen, Tracy, look at the screen. What? I can't hear you, Miss Allen. I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm not doing that. I'm not. Not tonight, Miss Allen. Cause you look at the screen. Look real close at the screen. Tell me if there's something that's different. I'm waiting for her to see it. She's gonna fucking bug out. They should have did it in a color though. I don't know if she don't realize that she's muted. I don't know where she's at. It's a it don't worry about it. I know you. I know you didn't say anything. Look real hard. Look at the work area bar. Keep breathing. Keep breathing. There you go. I'm done for the night. That's why I'm not offering it to anybody. That's it. It's done. That's why. Mm, I cannot say it in this Zoom meeting. I apologize to everybody that's in here because it's a different company. This is, I don't know if anybody knows, I own a funding software. This is the funding software that's up. That's why I go through my credit report through my funding software. So whatever up is there. I know I can't. I just can't. It's not proper. It's just not proper. It's not good business. I think I did. I think I've been helping. Why did we drop in products? Ray, what happened with all the banks? Did we lose? Huh? Oh. Am I on the right one? Hold on. I'm literally giving you out. Oh, there we go. There we go. That looks better. Hold on. Hold on. Did it pop? Oh, they didn't release it yet. Oh, that was a cock tease. I'm sorry. I apologize. I thought I was on the right one. Oh, they didn't turn it on. That's why I asked you if you were in class tonight. So, for everybody that's here, I own a funding software. I built one of the craziest funding softwares in the game. And it goes based upon your credit report. So if I go to a client and I'll select myself and I review the system and I double check everything, I read it, I see that I'm good for funding. It tells me go to funding, and then the AI literally reads the credit report and then populates the credit cards based on the credit report. There it goes. So now here's all the stuff. It just populated. I don't have to go and think about it. It literally just populated it for me. Now I click over here and then click apply now. I don't got to go find them. It's right there. Not going to start. Any institution. Because I don't call it. I was saying Miss Miss Barbara was asking before. I have magical words that I utilize, and there's a reason that we utilize them. It's institution. I don't go to just one place because there may be an institution that may be lending hard money, and we can go to that hard money lender and get that institutional lending. Okay, there's also the subprimes. There's also all that stuff that we'll be working around with a lot of these people in a little bit. But just to give you that idea, the institution of what we're doing is huge. I've already been doing funding, Ms. Brown. No, I've been doing funding. That's how I got. So you remember when I told you guys how to take the subprime? You take the subprime, go in and get the card, and do that. One of the subprime loans that is in the system right now, just on this card alone, look at this, is here's the subprime. Here's Best Eggs, the subprime. So I can use the Best Eggs as subprime because they're actually giving out a bag right now to go over there and get that. Ray, drop the phone number in for DJ. Let DJ get locked in. We'll drop the phone number. DJ, you got to text the link. Ray's going to give you a phone number. Text that phone number right now. Text them link, LINK, so we have it. All right? So when we do that, you go over it or go over and go through it. But now here's the problem. What happens if you don't have a client that's qualified? Well, if I come over here, just give you a thing. This person's not qualified. Well, it's going to give you what's qualified. I go through the system. This is what I need to do. This is what I need to do. And then you go to your credit repair program. So the person that's working on your credit repair, meaning if you own a credit repair company, you're putting your credit repair program over here, and that's where they're going or where you're going. You're just going to click that, and it'll be your onboarding link to send to your client. And that's the key. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to make it so you guys can go in and be able to, oh shit, he changed this. Fucking son of a bitch, he did it. This is great. Okay, so now look at this. We were just talking about trade lines, right? Here's your trade lines. Look at all these trade lines, right? These are trade lines. This person only has one trade line. That's why they're not good. They got 1 2 year, they want 1 3 year, 1 2 year. And they're all installment, but they're not revolving. So we need some revolving. So the system knows that if you want to get to an average age, let's say we just want to get to 7 years. We're going to need 3 trade lines at 30 years old to get him to an average age of 7 years old to get him good, decent funding. That's the key. Oldest account, Capital One Bank. Youngest one is TOMB Mill. Look, it tells you that. Average age pool, 157 months. Make sense? Make sense, guys? That's it. All right, guys. Friday, I will not be around. No, Ms. Deborah's tomorrow, Thursday. Nobody teaches Friday unless you're in the mastermind. If you're in the mastermind, you are I don't think anybody's doing it this Friday. They'll all be in Philly with me. They'll all be with the owner. They'll all be with me, but we'll see what happens because Viv is with me. Viv's getting in the morning, but she's not going to be with me. It depends on the internet in the house where we're staying. If the internet in the house is good, maybe I'll come on for an hour. I'll surprise everybody. Hmm? Whose is that? Who? Got call D and ask him. I don't know. That's not mine. No, I'm Smart Hustlers University. I'm not Smart Hustlers Club. That's D's. Let me see. Let me go check. Let's see. Let's see. What's 1 a.m.? 2 a.m. Oh, 2 a.m. to 2 p.m. That's the affiliate challenge. Every person that you bring into the software, it's every single day. It's for the day. He's trying to let you know it's for the day. That if you join in on that stuff, that you'll go from there. That's the key. Yeah. No, because he's trying to get people to get into the software. Not the software, into Smart Hustlers University. I used to teach classes for 5 6 hours. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. I don't teach it. I don't teach it for 5 6 hours. Mom, what happened? Oh, yeah, yeah. No, I used to teach class for like fucking 5 hours straight. I used to class. So here's the thing. Look, let me show you guys something. I have a Telegram. So check this out. Let's see if it opens. I'll show you guys this, and this will be the last thing. So I used to have a thing, Smart Hustlers chat, right? So we used to have the general chat. I used to send out the meetings every week in a chat, right? How am I not sharing my screen? I'm sharing my screen. So look at this. I used to share. I used to have the Telegram chat was almost 500 people inside of it. Okay, this used to be 500 people, and then they moved. I used to record videos, used to do the whole thing, and it grew, but people didn't get no traction. So what happened was I started going in, and you know, I stopped doing all this stuff. Like I stopped doing shit for free. That's when my baby was born. Posted her. It's my little girl. No. I stopped doing this. I just stopped doing this. This is everything that I stopped doing. So now this is dead. We went to Discord. So here's the Discord channel. So we moved to Discord, trying to Discord to see if we get more action in the Discord. Hold on. Where is it? Okay. Where's it? I think it's, no, where is it? Right here. Mastermind. So we did the Discord. In the Discord, I had new members join last night, which just makes me laugh. We have 530 members in the Discord channel. Okay? This is just coming from printing, guys. This is all the people as well. Like, there's a lot of shit in here, right? I was working with people, just building up the whole nine. So we did that. Nothing worked. Couldn't get people engaged. I'd have 5, 6, 7, 8 people in class. Then we went to over here to the paid in full community. That's when we started to get traction. That's when we started to actually get people to join the classes, join up, do stuff, this, that, the other thing. And you'll see a lot of people join up from the community as we grow. But this is where I'm building up. And this is, yes, you only get access to the paid in full community by paying for printing. That's it. That's it. And if you paid for printing and you're not here, get in touch with Ray. Ray's got the phone number. He'll put the phone number in the chat for you guys. That's how you get in. And we always make sure that we do that. All right. All right, guys. I'm done. I got to get off. I'll talk to you guys later. It's right in it's on the YouTube. Right, Ray just sent it to you. All right. No problem, guys. Thank you. All right. Good night, everybody.